Are you ready? You ready? You ready? The people them ready. We just tell ya. So all who did think me didn't already, me did just a cool on ya. Tell them teacher ready, calling me school on ya. Watch me, I'm after love ya. Tell them respect themselves, respect the youth, respect your elders, man. Know what you are sing, what you are bring.
Bastia Fisheries Complex reopens and Scanaipa honors essential service providers. The details on these stories and more after the break.
In your formative years, we were there. When you got the good news and the bad, we were right there with you. Through all your great adventures, we were always right by your side. Now that life has thrown us a curveball, we are still here. And as we navigate this difficult period, the SKCCU will continue to be there for you and your family to help you through. We will assist you in safely and efficiently accessing your funds through our digital platforms, online banking, mobile banking, ATMs, and even our drive-through services. We can get through this together with responsible financial decisions by making food and medication a priority, practicing proper hygiene, maintaining social distancing, and constant prayer.
We're here for you.
We're still here.
We will get through this together.
SKCCU will continue to be your financial partner for life.
Why wait until the holidays? Avoid the rush. Visit Perfume Shop Port Zante for all the perfume brands you love and gift sets for your loved ones. Remember, you are never fully dressed without perfume. Visit Perfume Shop Port Zante and like us on Facebook. Perfume Shop St. Kitts.
For the entire month of November, Smart Electronics is having the biggest sale on the island. 3 in 1. Yes, 3 sales in 1 month. From the 1st to the 26th. And on the 27th is their massive store-wide Black Friday sale. And don't forget, on the 30th is Cyber Monday. You get to take advantage of all. And when I say all, I mean all gadgets and electronics store-wide, including cell phones, tablets, smart TVs, laptops, refrigerators, washing machines, and much more. So don't you miss out on the biggest sale on the island. 3 in 1 sale for the entire month of November. Terms and conditions apply. Smart Electronics, way to live a smart life.
My favorite time of the year is Christmas.
Advertise on ZIZ Radio, ZIZ Television, Big Waves, and our online platforms to reach more customers this holiday season. Let ZIZ tailor a holiday advertising solution to meet your need of reaching more customers during this period of increased shopping. Bring more customers to your business with a tailored holiday advertising solution from ZIZ. Call our advertising sales department at 465-2621 to lock in your advertising schedule. ZIZ, we provide advertising solutions that work. Call us at 465-2621 and get results.
Time like Christmas.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Cather Berridge. CEO of the cable, Pat Walters, says the damage done to the company's fiber cables in St. Peter's on the weekend was deliberate and malicious. In an interview on ZIZ Radio on Monday morning, Ms. Walters said when technicians went to inspect a report of an outage, they found that the cables had seemingly been intentionally cut.
We restored that with a brand new fiber network. Then on Saturday, the same network went down again. And we've been having challenges, repeat challenges in areas before, and we've always just gone out with the intent to quickly repair and restore service. This time we said, and I was in discussions with the chairman and the technical team, something doesn't sound right here. When we go to have a look at this particular outage this time round, let's see if there's any malicious damage, because that thought had not passed us before. And so the chairman went and the technicians, and absolutely it was maliciously done. The brand new fibre that we had just installed on the Thursday before was cut in two places deliberately.
She said the cable is working with the police to send a strong message that vandalism will not be tolerated.
We want to catch who it was. We want to send them a strong message that malicious damage to our infrastructure, or anybody's infrastructure, or anybody's property will not be tolerated in St. Kitts and Nevis. It will not be tolerated by the cable, will not be tolerated by Digicel, it will not be tolerated in St. Kitts and Nevis. And we want to catch the person, and we want to prosecute them, and we want them to face the full extent of the law.
The damage to the fibers disrupted service from the cable and Digicel, and both companies have offered a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and prosecution of the culprit. The Bastia Fisheries complex has reopened following an investigation into incidents of fish poisoning from fish sold there. During a walkthrough on Monday morning, Fisheries Management updated the Minister with responsibility for Fisheries, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, on steps that were taken since the closure a month ago. According to a release, since the closure of the BFC, fish samples were sent for testing to the Bureau of Standards to determine the type of poisoning. The results indicate that there were no issues in relation to the fish handling or food preparation process. However, there were elevated levels of arsenic in the fish samples. The Bureau of Standards has also concluded that the sampled fish did not come from our waters. In an effort to ensure food safety, the ministry has terminated both the arrangements made by the previous Fisheries Management for imported fish sold to the fisheries and for private fish processing done at night. The fisheries also met with fish suppliers to provide awareness of the fishing sites that are of concern with regards to the fish poisoning. As part of the revised protocols, all fishers supplying fish to the BFC must submit an application to the BFC. This application will be reviewed by the Department of Marine Resources to verify that the supplier is in compliance with the fisheries laws of the Federation. Upon successful review, the supplier will be issued a permit to supply fish to the BFC in accordance with conditions outlined in the application. It was also found that some of the problems at the fisheries were as a result of managerial deficiencies. A new acting manager has been assigned and staff development sessions have been conducted. ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation was one of several organizations that were recognized by the St. Kitts National Youth Parliament for their continuous service during the COVID-19 pandemic. An appreciation ceremony was held at the Palm Court Gardens on Sunday night, where Scanaipa officials presented certificates of recognition to representatives from the invited organizations. President of Scanaipa, Patrice Harris, said it was their way of thanking the institutions for their service to the country.
We might not know exactly what your individual role has been in the COVID-19 pandemic, but we know that it was indeed a trying time, and because of you, the nation was able to get through it quite calmly. So we want to say thank you in the amount of ways that we can, and that is why we are hosting this event today.
Among those recognized were the police force, the defense force, frontline medical workers represented by staff of the JNF General Hospital and the Customs Excise Department. The appreciation ceremony was held as the nation observes activities for Youth Month throughout November. And in other national news, Director of the St. Kitts Nevis National Carnival, Hazel Webster, says the virtual Calypso tent series have been successful thus far, and the addition of a small audience has added energy to the shows. In an interview with ZIZ, Ms. Webster said the reality is that Carnival cannot be staged the same way as in previous years. However, the committee is doing all in its power to provide safe entertainment and the best possible experience for patrons and performers.
We were given permission the last two shows to have a small audience, which made the shows even better, because Calypso is a thing where persons need to be on the ground, not only for participants but for the Calypsonians as well. They need that feel, that vibe, that especially when persons know the song, can sing along with them. So it's different, you know. We're doing all the necessary protocols. You have to take temperatures, we're not selling tickets on the ground. Tickets are sold here at the office at least 3 days in advance. We take the person's names, contact number and everything. So it's different, which, you know, unfortunately is the norm right now.
She said from the spacing of the seats to the placement of the vendors, the Carnival Committee has been following the COVID-19 guidelines and there have been no issues so far.
Because of how we've had Carnival formatted right now, with the containers that we would have had in downtown Bastille, we're able to have vendors positioned on each side of the venue. So if it is, we were given permission for about 200 patrons. So we have it spread out enough that persons can use one vendor on one side depending on where they're sitting. The seating capacity is, we can house more than the 200, so we're able to spread them out accordingly.
Ms. Webster says she feels that virtual events such as the tent series should become a permanent part of the Carnival lineup, as it widens the reach of the events and gives the international audience the opportunity to be a part of the Carnival celebrations. After the break, Prime Minister Harris marks 27 years as a parliamentarian, and St. Kitts and Nevis Mariners trained in basic safety. Stay with us.
Bigger, better, Black Friday weekend sale. Bigger savings, better deal. The bigger, better Black Friday 3-day weekend sale at Horsewood Building Center, St. Kitts Nevis. 25% off store-wide this weekend from Thursday, November 26th to Saturday, November 28th at Horsewood Building Centers on St. Kitts and Nevis. Bigger savings, better deals at the Horsewood Building Centers bigger, better Black Friday 3-day weekend sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
Everyone ready?
Ready.
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 You guys do know this is just a test drive, right?
Drive into this season with TDC Automotive, because TDC is Christmas.
Without limits, happy and free. The skin you're in with no apology. The one to seize the day. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. With LLB. Live, love, be. Live, love, be. Be who you know you can be. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. Angostura, lemon, lime and bitters. Live, love, be.
Use your National Bank Visa debit card 5 times or more weekly for a chance to win a $500 shopping spree. Compliments of National Bank. So think twice the next time you want to use cash. Choose your National Bank Visa debit card instead, because you might be the next lucky winner.
What's going on?
Tony Frederick!
You've just won National Bank's cashless SKN $500 weekly shopping sweepstakes.
Use your National Bank Visa debit card every transaction for a chance to be the next lucky winner.
I've just never won anything before in my life.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here.
Dr. Blake's General Dentistry and Orthodontics, located on South Independence Square Street in Basseterre, is the place to discover that perfect smile you have always dreamt of. With convenient hours to serve you, Dr. Blake's Dental assures the best preventative and restorative care to guarantee the health and beauty of your smile. Call 466-7622 for your appointments.
Welcome back. On Sunday, Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Timothy Harris marked 27 years of service to the people as a parliamentarian. Prime Minister Harris successfully became the people's representative for constituency number 7 when he contested the general elections on November 29, 1993. According to information out of government headquarters, since Sunday, Dr. Harris has been flooded with words of commendations and congratulations from hundreds of nationals and well-wishers through various forums, including calls, messages, social media posts, and the airwaves. Over his 27 years as the people's representative, Dr. The Honorable Timothy Harris has sponsored several initiatives throughout constituency number 7. Among them, the Help a Child program, which is in its 17th year. In October, the Prime Minister provided $500 to 95 students who have demonstrated academic potential during a ceremony held at the Mount Carmel Baptist Church. Additionally, the Prime Minister is the sponsor of the annual Constituency Number 7 Domino League, which has been running for 25 years. Just over 30 prospective and practicing mariners in St. Kitts and Nevis now have entry-level training in how to protect themselves and their passengers when at sea, after completing a 15-hour course designed to get them up to par with international safety standards. The training lasted for 1 week in each of the islands and was facilitated by Captain Ludell Harvey Lloyd of Marine Safety Training Services. He said the Department of Maritime Affairs in the Ministry of Tourism and International Transport engaged him to train the boat operators in the Federation in the Basic Safety Marine Training course.
The overall objective is to get persons who work on vessels in and around the Federation to be certified and not look at it as just a job on land, because operations at sea and on land are two different operations. So the Maritime Department is saying that you must have the entry level to be employed at sea, and the entrance level is the basic safety training, where you will have knowledge of these basic stuff when you got on board. So because you're carrying passengers and you have lives in your hand, you will know what to do in case of emergency. So everybody will basically be at the same level. So the idea is to get them up to a standard that is acceptable by international regulations.
Topics covered the safety of the individual and the vessel. This included man overboard, the importance of wearing the life jacket, firefighting, and survival at sea. Captain Harvey explained that the basic safety training course was guided by internationally recognized certification.
The basic safety training was actually derived from the STCW model, which stands for Standard Training and Certification in Watchkeeping, which is the entrance level that one needs to have before you go on board any ship in the world. STCW. That is your passport to get into the industry. So the Maritime Department here has contacted me, and they decided for me to go and get these guys up to speed on the theoretical side of things, and as much as possible go into the practicals.
The course in St. Kitts took place at the Police Training School, Basseterre, from November 9th to 13th, while that in Nevis took place on November 23rd to 27th at the Nevis Disaster Management Building. Considering that there were 14 participants from St. Kitts and 19 from Nevis, the captain said approximately 90% of the boat operators in the Federation do so out of Nevis. Additionally, 3 of the 33 participants were female. Care Nursing Agency treated a group of students from the Irish Town Primary School with a ham and turkey dip which took place at the school on Monday. The teacher for each grade selected the students by blindly picking their names from a basket. The lucky student will then receive a turkey or ham to take home to their parents. Owner of Care Nursing Agency, Keisha Rollins, explained the reason behind this initiative.
I didn't do it because of Christmas for sure. I did it because I wanted to bring a little happiness to the students of the school. I know school is going to be out on the 4th, and we just wanted to, do, instead of giving a toy, we wanted to give a ham. I know they can't cook, but their parents would. So I decided to make sure every child, one child at least from each class, has the opportunity of dipping for a ham or turkey.
The students and staff were also treated to other gifts from the agency. Rollins, who is a former student of Irishtown Primary School, said she intends to issue care packages of food to the students in the new year.
For January, because school is going to close shortly, so I won't get to meet the demand for the 162 bags care packages that I promised, because I want each child to get it. I don't want to give some and leave some. So that's why I initiated the dip. And then for January, I will now be ready, be in a better position to give every child a care package, which would be raw food, so the parents can cook.
She said she would like to issue care packages to other schools as well, but she is starting with Irishtown Primary first. And finally, on the local scene, Attorney at Law Azad Gums has started a leadership program at the Virtuals High School. The first session took place on Monday morning. The program targets 5th form students and develops essential skills necessary for the work environment. Monday's session focused on resume writing. The program will include other topics such as interview preparation, budgeting, and more. Mr. Gums has been sponsoring a leadership award at the Virtuals High School for the past 3 years and said this year he thought it best to introduce a program to equip 5th form students with skills for the workplace. He was quoted as saying eventually one of these students will be awarded the leadership award at Speech Day, and I thought it best, rather than just donating an award, to do more to ensure that the students are better equipped for the workplace. As a son of Old Road, I have vested interest in the upliftment and the development of my community. Coming up in regional news, refugee project in Brazil empowers women amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The details when we come back.
It's that time again! It's triple cashback season! Triple cashback season is the time when you get triple savings and triple the cashback for more free groceries at Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. Triple cashback coupons even for more free groceries! Yes! For the rest of 2020, Hosford's Furniture and Appliances is tripling your savings with triple cashback coupons for even more free groceries for all Flex Pay Higher purchase customers. Triple cashback is back! More savings and more free groceries. Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. Triple cashback season. Triple the savings. Triple the cashback for free groceries. Don't miss it.
How can we help? I want faster speed in St. Kitts and Nevis.
You know what I mean? I want quick help 24/7 and fast access to customer care with no hidden fees and don't leave us hanging.
I want lots of data for apps and cool content.
I want to be rewarded.
Same.
Let's go.
We promise better speeds, better support, better plans, better content, and better rewards. This is Better Together.
You know it.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Today, we'll be sharing with you all the measures we've put in place around the TDC group of companies as we coexist and operate with the threat of COVID-19. Wear your mask.
The first thing you will see as you enter the stores is a sign that requires everyone to be wearing a mask and enter.
Practice safe and healthy hand hygiene.
All our stores and departments are equipped with hand sanitizers, and customers are required to use same before entering the store.
Adhere to all social distancing guidelines put in place.
We also adhere to the social distancing guidelines by using floor markings to show our customers the required 6-foot intervals.
COVID-19 has really ushered us to a more cashless society. This is because cards are deemed a safer option than cash. Cash, which is passed around between different individuals, carries plenty of germs and bacteria. Plus, too, you can clean your cards easier than cash. We also encourage you, our customers, to check out our online services like TDC Curbside or TDC Home and Building Depot and our pharmacy department at City Drugstore News. Using these services, you can order items in the store from the comfort of your home. Additionally, those customers who need to make loan payments, hire purchase payments, insurance premium payments, these can all be done on our new online payment platform at www.tdcgrouplimited.com/pay. So that's it. We've taken you around the group and shown you all we've put in place to safeguard you, the customers, and we, the staff. Help us to keep our federation safe and free from the spread of COVID-19.
My favorite time of the year is Christmas.
Advertise on ZIZ Radio, ZIZ Television, Big Wave, and our online platforms to reach more customers this holiday season. Let ZIZ tailor a holiday advertising solution to meet your need of reaching more customers during this period of increased shopping. Bring more customers to your business with a tailored holiday advertising solution from ZIZ. Call our advertising sales department at 465-2621 to lock in your advertising schedule. ZIZ, we provide advertising solutions that work. Call us at 465-2621 and get results.
Time like Christmas, New Year's and Easter on my agenda as precious songs of mine. But I love Christmas time.
And we're moving now to news on the regional scene. A local sewing company in Brazil helps refugee women support themselves and their families even during the COVID-19 pandemic. We hear more in this report.
Every day, this family of refugees opens the door that leads to hope and opportunity in a country ravaged by COVID-19 and unemployment. The Suarezes have found work at Women of the Global South, a sewing enterprise with a unique business model that opened 3 years ago in Rio de Janeiro.
Of course I am happy because we can now support ourselves, pay the rent, eat, and besides that, I am doing something that I like in a place that teaches me and treats us well.
Carmen is an industrial engineer from Venezuela. She's one of the 28 women and 2 men employed full-time in the business after fleeing violence or hunger in their home countries of Colombia, Peru, Congo, and Angola, among others. 35-year-old Emanuela Farias put her life savings into founding the initiative aimed especially at women. She felt they were the most vulnerable of the refugees and says she's surprised by their strength.
What I love the most about here is we have like different nationalities, different backgrounds working together, but we have our own language here of communication. So these elements of cultural intelligence for me is what I love the most about doing this work.
Products in this rent-free space are designed around donated and recycled material, like the fabric found in these wallets and computer pouches. Employees are paid the equivalent of $200 per month, slightly higher than Brazil's minimum wage. Most of these women are heads of their families, and during the pandemic, it is especially hard to find a job. But they all have something in common. They learned how to sew when they were children, and that is the skill that is paying off. Fashion designer Robson Teixeira is an instructor at the project. He says the women's existing ability to sew and the drive has made it possible to compress a 2-year training process down to a few months.
They
are highly motivated, and I think that is the thing that makes them able to learn so quickly and overcome the language barrier and make these products so well.
While still improvising to maintain its customer base, Women of the Global South has found a degree of stability. The hope now is to find clients who can take even bigger orders that will allow the business to expand. Lucrecia Franco, CGTN, Rio de Janeiro.
Coming up, Trump in bid to exclude immigrants from census count. International news is next.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Paint it, tile it, improve it. Your walls, paint it. Your floors, tile it. Your home, improve it. With huge savings at the Hotswoods Building Center. Paint it, tile it, improve it. Sales event happening now. Yes. Come to Hotswoods Building Center now and get savings of 25% off all paint and up to 75% off all tile. Yes, yes. Nothing's ever keep at Hotswoods with up to 75% off piles of tiles in all styles and 25% off all paint. Come now and get a chance to win $500 shopping spree at Value Mart with the purchase of 5 gallons of paint or more. That's right. Buy 5 gallons or more of paint and you get a chance to win $500 in free groceries. Starting now until December 31st, 2020. It's your home. So paint it, tile it, improve it. At Hotswoods Building and Nevis Center's year-end Paint It, Tile It, Improve It sale. Come now. Save big and simply paint it, tile it, and improve it. The event starts now and ends December 31st, 2020. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Without limits, happy and free. The skin you're in with no apology. The one to seize the day. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. With LLB. Live, love, be. Live, love, be. Be who you know you can be. Grab an LLB. Live, love, be. Angostura, lemon, lime, and bitters. Live, love, be.
Introducing the new Digicel Prime Bundle. More data to listen more with D-Music. Watch more with Playgo. Share more with Sportsmax. Chat more with Bip. Plus extra data. It's simply more bundled together. 23 gigs for 3 days for only $12. More data, more fun. Activate today on the My Digicel app.
Welcome back. A case that could shape the future of U.S. politics is being heard in the Supreme Court. The Trump administration is trying to exclude unlawful immigrants from the census count, and that could change how many seats states have in the House of Representatives. Al Jazeera's Mike Hanna reports from Washington.
The House will be in order.
The number of House seats allocated to each U.S. state is determined by a nationwide census, and the exclusion of what President Donald Trump describes as aliens who are not in a lawful immigration status could directly impact on the composition of the House. For example, there are an estimated 2 million residents in California whose legal status is unclear, and to exclude them from the count would result in the Democrat-leading state losing as many as 3 seats in Congress.
4 separate 3-judge panels have all unanimously concluded that the presidential memorandum violates the Constitution and existing federal law. But it's a new Supreme Court that is now hearing the case.
Before the death of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg in September last year, the court was equally balanced along ideological lines. On the one side, 4 conservative-leaning judges. On the other side, 4 less conservative judges. And at the center, Chief Justice John Roberts, who has had a casting vote one way or another in a number of cases. But a recent decision striking down the right of the New York governor to limit the number of people visiting places of worship has revealed a fundamental shift in the nature of the court. 5 justices, including the newly appointed Amy Coney Barrett, decided the anti-pandemic measure violated the constitutional right to religious freedom, outvoting what is now a new, more liberal minority. The 3 justices appointed by President Trump have entrenched a conservative group in the country's highest court for the foreseeable future. The census case, called Trump v. New York, is an early test of whether this court is prepared to bend the rule of law at presidential whim, and it's a decision that's likely to be taken quickly. By law, President Trump must inform Congress of how House seats will be apportioned by the 10th of January next year. Mike Hanna, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Up next in sports, investigators search doctor's office in Maradona death probe, and India launches half marathon amid COVID-19 crisis.
Which is the most common thing for a patient.
52 Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy a life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
My favorite time of the year is Christmas.
Advertise on ZIZ Radio, ZIZ Television, Big Waves, and our online platforms to reach more customers this holiday season. Let ZIZ tailor a holiday advertising solution to meet your need of reaching more customers during this period of increased shopping. Bring more customers to your business with a tailored holiday advertising solution from ZIZ. Call our advertising sales department at 465-2621 to lock in your advertising schedule. ZIZ, we provide advertising solutions that work. Call us at 465-2621 and get results.
Time like Christmas, New Year's and Easter on my agenda as precious sons of mine. But I love Christmas time.
Cover the cup. No, cup in the ever like it. The coronavirus is bad. So there is one thing we can do. Wash your hands, wash your hands.
Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. To keep away the flu, there is one thing we must do. Wash our hands, wash our hands, wash our hands.
Welcome back. Football legend Diego Maradona's medic has denied that medical negligence contributed to the death of the 60-year-old Argentinian. Police in Buenos Aires raided the home and office of Dr. Leopoldo Luque over an investigation for involuntary manslaughter over Maradona's, who died of a heart attack on Wednesday. Al Jazeera's Daniel Schreimer reports.
Diego Maradona may be dead, but the controversy which always surrounded him lives on. Police in Buenos Aires have raided the home and office of the doctor who had treated the former footballer for the past 4 years.
It would be good if you ask the other doctors, because as I said, I am not responsible for everything. I am responsible because there is outrageous talk that I let him out, but I was the one who took Diego to the hospital. Where did they lose the sight of that?
In a 3-hour search, they took medical records, laptops and mobile phones, investigating a possible case of negligence and a charge of involuntary manslaughter. Dr. Luque, shaken by the raid, spoke to the media shortly afterwards.
Un error médico. There is no medical negligence, not even what they say about his illness. Diego had an event that would cause a heart attack to a patient with his characteristics, which is the most common thing for a patient to die like. Regrettably, it was a fact that could have happened before or afterwards.
Maradona died last Wednesday, aged 60, from a heart attack. He'd had surgery 3 weeks earlier to remove a blood clot from his brain. This after years of drug abuse and subsequent health problems. Argentina declared 3 days of national mourning, and tens of thousands paid their last respects to the man they consider the best footballer who ever kicked a ball. Diego Maradona meant so much to so many people that some don't seem ready just yet to let him rest in peace. The mourning goes on. So too does the analysis of what he achieved on the pitch and the often controversial life he led off it. His death was marked around the world by both fans and the footballers he inspired. But it was especially poignant in the southern Italian city of Naples, where Maradona played for 8 years, inspiring them to 2 league titles and a UEFA Cup. His death closed the latest chapter in the often controversial life of Diego Armando Maradona, but it seems another has only just begun. Daniel Schreimer, Al Jazeera, Buenos Aires.
Some of the world's best long-distance runners have been taking part in the Delhi Half Marathon. As the Indian capital struggles to deal with a surge in coronavirus cases, this year's race had a very different look. Al Jazeera's Elizabeth Pornam reports.
Women who will be starting off the race. We have all of our
This is the smallest group of runners in the Delhi Half Marathon's 16-year history, but it also contains some of the world's fastest. Only 52 athletes ran the 21-kilometer course through central New Delhi. The female world record holder for the marathon told Al Jazeera it's been a difficult year. Because of the coronavirus pandemic, she hasn't been able to train in a group and has had to race without fans.
Most of the race, when last year COVID is not there, we were cheered by the fans. We were cheered, and then you get morale to run more. You get more energy to run. So this time, hope we will try our best to do good. Yeah.
The athletes are travelling and staying in so-called biosafe bubbles, where they have no interaction with anyone who hasn't tested negative for COVID-19.
They came in with a COVID negative certificate. They'll be tested twice before they run on Sunday, and they are in a biosecure zone.
Members of the public weren't allowed on the main race course this year as the Indian capital struggles to deal with a surge in coronavirus cases. But amateur runners took part in the 5 and 10 kilometer and half marathon at locations of their choosing, using a mobile app to record their time. More than 13,000 people from all over India registered for the app-based run, a third of the number who ran the Delhi course last year.
We actually miss that cheer and crowd that happens during race and during expo, in which people from all the states and countries come together, and we get a good time to interact with more people. That thing was missing. We missed it a lot, but actually this was the call of the times.
But despite the challenges, both amateur and professional runners achieved personal bests. The pandemic may have prevented spectators from attending, but it hasn't stopped records from being broken. The female winner has just broken the record for the Delhi Half Marathon, and the top 3 men also beat the course record, running the 21 kilometers in less than 59 minutes. Elizabeth Puranam, Al Jazeera, New Delhi.
And that's it for sports. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Everybody beware, and you better prepare. Disaster can happen anytime, anywhere.
In your preparation, remember, water is essential. So store as much water as you can. Fill all available containers, such as plastic bottles, pots, buckets, barrels, drums, and bathtubs. Store drinking water separately in a clean, covered container.
Everybody beware, you better prepare. Disaster can happen anytime, anywhere. Everybody beware, you better prepare. Disaster can happen anytime, anywhere.
And we're wrapping up with a recap of the top stories. Cable CEO says damage to fiber cable was malicious. Bastia Fisheries Complex reopens. And Skinaipa honors essential service providers. And that's the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Calvin Berridge. Goodbye.